When I submitted my entry to the contest, I didn't want to set myself up for disappointment. But when I got the call, I just had this utter conviction, this certainty that I had won. And amazingly enough, that's of course what it was.
Do you that you have the most beautiful face?
Do you realize there are at least 18 original lip songs featuring explicit references to the brain? So as a scientist of mind, I love brain references. But more importantly, I'm interested not just in what the Flaming Lips produce, but in the creative process behind it all. I'd love to throw these guys an MRI scanner, see what lights up in their heads. I want to uncover the thoughts and feelings that shape the psychic landscapes we explore through their art and music. I was trying to think what would set my video apart from the other ones. What is there about me that I can tie into this and kind of stand out? And I thought, well, you know, I'm a cognitive neuroscientist, I teach psychology, and there are themes that run through a lot of their music and their art. So, you know, I talked about it with my wife, and so from that, my wife and I started thinking about how could we use props and different scenes to convey the different ways in which the brain is referred to in these songs.
The band is not only creative, but very hardworking. And so I want to do a really good job with this interview with some unique and thoughtful questions. There's some pressure there, but at the same time, I know that meeting the Lips is going to be a total blast. All right, action-packed. This critical baby right here has the t-shirt for the interview in case this one gets ranked before then. Nice clean pair of socks. And also, my little packet's got my questions, some liner notes I hope to get a nice little signature from Wayne, that kind of stuff.
All right, so I'm gonna, right off the top, I'm gonna say, you know, I've counted at least 18 original songs of yours that make explicit reference to the brain. So I'm a neuroscientist. That's my excuse for being obsessed with the brain.
I think that's amazing.
What's your, or like, what's fascinating about it to you?
Well, I suppose really, you know, your brain is you. You know, I mean, everything that we are about, everything that we like, everything our, you know, the bad news is even your love, even the ability to love, I suppose, is just your chemicals in your brain, you know? And so sometimes I suppose I'm substituting the word brain for me or brain for self. But, and again, it's a cool word, rhymes with a lot of things, you know?
So, there are these college courses out there, like these elective courses that are a little weird, like the philosophy of Star Trek or like the history, the chemistry of maple syrup or stuff like that, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So I was wondering, let's say there were this interdisciplinary class on the Flaming Lips.
Yeah, okay.
Like what would be on the curriculum? What kind of elements would be in there?
Well, I think it would, I mean, part of it would probably be based in the ideas of music, musical knowledge versus just novice, you know? I mean, I'm not a studied musician. I'm not in any way even a very good musician, but I play with some extraordinary musicians and producers, and yet I'm the leader of this group I'm the least musical one. And so there would probably be something, you know, of refinement and experience versus just sheer intuition and sheer enthusiasm. That could be a great course on anything, music, art, living, science, any of that stuff, you know. I'd definitely join your, what'd you call it, this extracurricular?
Yeah, I was just saying interdisciplinary because I don't think it would, you know, you'd want to necessarily just have it be music, because there'd be all these art elements,
I agree,
maybe even philosophical elements or sociological elements. So cool. So let's say that each of the band members were an animal, a different animal.
Right.
What would each one be?
Well, you know, there was a time when we actually did dress up in animal costumes.
Right.
And the pink elephant, I think, is a symbol of an older guy who likes to drink.
I was thinking that.
And Stephen definitely wore that costume when he drank back in the day. Michael, I don't know why, but he was a zebra. I don't know why that seemed to work. I don't know what I was dressed up as. I always seem to be dressed up as some kind of pink didn't even know what it was. And Cliff, I think, was just kind of a cute little dog, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that. Great. Well, thank
Well,
you.
I'm
Do you-
supposed to tell you. I think now you've been appointed one of our dancers. I'm not
Oh.
sure that's good. I mean, it's hot up there and it's a long night, and the suits sometimes smell bad, but you're going to be in one of them.
Would
Yeah.
Is there any chance my wife
Your
could
wife,
too?
yeah, I think your wife has been included in it.
Oh,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd just be in trouble.
Remind me like safety pins or something.
With all your power, with all your power, what would you do?
It's been awesome, and Bonnaroo has been excellent. And it's just kind of crazy to think that like 8 or 9 days ago, we didn't know that any of this was even possible. And then only just over a week ago did we know that not only was it possible, but it happened. So this is pretty incredible. And I'm wearing a fuzzy orange hat.
With all your power.